Alright, job number 19644. This project is called Aloha Car Wash. This is owned by Ford Wright. He has a couple different car wash stations here in Washington, and he's turning this Splash and Dash into his own Aloha Car Wash. He's got a bunch of different things he's doing here. He's got construction going on and some remodeling, reconfiguring of this car wash, and I took a picture of the site plan, and that'll be on Google Drive so you can see the layout of the striping, the layout of the curbing, and where some of the vacuum stations are and all that. So here's the front of the property, goes around to the back. I'll show you what we're going to do with some of this, but let's just start with this location here. There's asphalt repair to do all throughout this. I mean, ideally it'd be nice to just rip out all the asphalt and put it in new, since they've got probably a dozen patches in here. But we're going to start off with talking a little bit about that and the curbing. So right here at the sidewalk, we're going to have curb removal going all the way up the side, up to where my car is, right before it on the other side of the dumpster. And we'll put new 6x8 inch curb going all the way up to the car, and on the site plan it shows it rounding the corner and then going over to that concrete retaining wall. It'll end right about where that vacuum station is, which leads me to the next conversation, that is on some of the removal. We've got some concrete removal to do and want to patch it back with asphalt. So that vacuum station there, 1, 2, 3 down there, and the fourth one is around the corner. You can see the roof there. They want to remove these big concrete bases, and they want to put asphalt in place of it. I'm not sure how deep this goes, but I'm going to guess it's probably anywhere from 30 inches to 36 inches from top to bottom going into the ground. I've got dimensions written up, and that'll be on Google Drive with quantities. They want to remove those and put them back with asphalt, about 3-inch depth. Okay, out here in the front, some more curb removal. They want to take this curb out, and what they want to do is they want to move this curb a little bit closer to the electrical box. They want to be able to tie the curb in right up to the concrete pad there, and then go on the other side, continue, and down to the road like we did here. So we'll be removing this curb. They will be removing that rock, or at least shifting it closer to the sidewalk. And then what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of asphalt in there, about a foot wide, so that way we can put the curb in and set it back a little bit and give them a little bit more drive aisle space. Okay. This area right here is one of our patches that need to be done. I got them all marked on an aerial map, but since this is going to be going away and they're going to widen this entrance here, they're going to take that out, but we need to remove the concrete pad, which is about 24 feet by, I can't remember, 28 feet. I've got the quantities. Some of this asphalt that's damaged out front, I'm going to remove this asphalt as well, put in new. Like I said earlier, we'll run curbing all along the side here, and then it'll do a radius right at the car and then end up there in the retaining wall. Here's another patch right here that I've accounted for, as well as some tree root damage right here. They're going to put a trash enclosure in this spot. They're thinking this might be the best area to put the dumpster. If we do that though, we need to take this area and rip it out and then level it out a little bit so the dumpster will stay somewhat level, and then it can go back up, and they're going to put a fence around it. Okay, I've got those quantities written up, and that'll be on Google Drive with an explanation as well. All this curbing You see in the front, I've got quantities for curbing going all the way down the back, and then down the side of the property over there. All that curb's going to be removed. And where you see the grass right here, he wants to fill this in with asphalt. So this whole stretch, they want asphalt all the way up against the retaining wall, all the way down past that blue truck at the end. All right. There's some striping in here, and that's on the site plan, and I've got quantities for all of that, so you can do your bid off the site plan and the quantities that I'm given. But there'll be some curbing, little curb islands coming off of these bays. There might be a little bit of an adjustment on these bays, but there's going to be 3 total curb islands coming off of that. I've got the footage for that. A couple different repairs of asphalt. There's one right here, but right back here at about the second bay, a little 4x4 patch. And then right here, not only are we putting new asphalt in all along this retaining wall, but we're going to recut this section. Actually, let me back up here. We're going to cut all the way across to that seam, and then make our way over to where the vacuum is. We're going to take out this whole section of asphalt. It's all bumpy and doesn't look good, and Ford wants to have this thing looking a lot nicer. So that asphalt and curbing, this is all getting removed, and this is going to come back about another 4 feet. So we'll have to take out a couple of shrubs, dig out some of the landscaping here. It'll get pushed back, and about 4 feet in, we're going to widen this parking area over here, because they're going to put new vacuums over here, and they're going to put parking stalls at an angle. So we're going to go about 4 feet back. This all slopes downhill, down towards the sign. Put new asphalt in, and then we'll run new curbing on the perimeter all the way up to the retaining wall up there. All right, that drain, we need to factor in this to be lifted up. So this is a lot higher than down there. So we want to make it about the same level as where this catch basin is and this asphalt. This curbing right here is getting removed. Put in all new curbing, as well as there in the front. We talked about that earlier. Put new curbing there as well. Putting asphalt in place of where these concrete bases are. We talked about that earlier. Those are getting removed. And by the way, they are removing the electrical, and they are removing the vacuums from these locations. So that way all we have to do is remove the concrete. Put new asphalt in. Here's another patch. Pretty good sized patch. Is the biggest patch that we have here. It goes all the way down to the sidewalk. Goes up right to where that drain is. There's like a big catch basin in there that collects oils and stuff. It's a separator. And then they're gonna go straight across, replace this whole section of asphalt here. This job's gonna be done in phases. They also want to have it seal coated, but I told them we would seal coat it in 2019. There's 2 entrances here, as you can see. For now, they want to get some of the asphalt work done, get all this curbing removed, give them a new canvas with asphalt, widen that area over here, so that way they can start putting in the striping, and then they can put in the vacuum bays. Okay. There's a section of parking right here on the side for us. This is all part of the city area right here, so we might have to get a city permit, city use permit, so we can street use permit, so we can park out here. So there's not a ton of room around here. So 2018, we'll work on removing all the curbs, removing the concrete bases, putting in new asphalt, putting in new curb, and then we'll put the striping in this year, and then next year seal coat it and restripe it again. All right, so there's probably 9 to 10 different locations that I've pinned on an aerial map for asphalt replacement. It's a lot of work here. This is the concrete pad that we have to take out, as well as the drain. Take out this whole pad, plus a little bit on this side, because this brick wall and some of this roof is coming out. So we'll end up cutting somewhere in there and taking it out. That's the game plan for now anyways. I think that's it. Oh, one other thing. There's two bollards, 4-inch bollards that we're gonna put in front of the power box there. So they want to run curbing up to their concrete pad, leave that space open, put a couple bollards, and then continue with curb. So we're gonna need a locate for the bollards there. All right, the power, they said they'll have it cut off when we go to remove these concrete blocks. And we're sure you're gonna need an excavator, probably a Bobcat out here. A little bit of work to do. All right, any questions, let me know. Thanks.